Good morning, Stephen Kenyon. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Disneyland. I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday morning. This is Indiana Holmes, here for you on this beautiful Sunday. I hope you're having an awesome day. Here comes a yellow jitney, and just across the way there is the horse-drawn carriage. Let's make our way into the park. Okay, let's see what today is going to be like. Good morning, Heather Smith. Good morning, John Moda. Good morning, Night Rush. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is currently 62 degrees. We had a very overcast sky, which is mostly burned off, but it was very overcast this morning, which kept the temperature down a little bit, which is nice, because the forecast says it's going to be 90 degrees today. Whoa, 90 degrees. That's toasty. But it's nice right now. I am dressed for the warm-up though. Wearing shorts, got my sleeves rolled up on my jacket. So, it's looking pretty people-y already. Quite a few people here. And we still have a scrim up over here on your left. That is a printed scrim hiding scaffolding because they've been doing painting on the Main Street buildings. All right, let's stay out of the way of the vehicles here. The omnibus just passing us right now with its auga horn. There's actually a nice, kind of a little cool breeze going on right now, which is kind of amazing. I was expecting it to be blistering hot already, but we got lucky. Woke up and the sky was covered with a thick haze, overcast skies. Not too much now though. You can see the sky is starting to turn blue as all of this haze has been burning away. Okay. Good morning, Andy. I got those photos, both in the mail and also on your Instagram of all, or I don't know, was it your Instagram or mine, but through Instagram, maybe it was an Instagram message. I saw those photos again of your awesome toy collection. So cool. I wish I had the room to store stuff like that, but our houses are a little bit smaller here in Southern California, especially down near the beach areas, like in the South Bay. We buy our houses and rent our apartments for the weather. It's that weather that we love so much, that costs so much to live here, but it's worth it. When I see people in frozen, snowbound cities and blistering hot deserts, I think, you know what? You know, it's a little expensive to live here. These are the things that we love. Oh wow, it said it was 30-minute wait to get into Big Thunder Mountain, but as I walk up here, it looks much longer than that. Let's see. It still says 30 minutes. But this is a big line, guys. Let's see if it moves quickly or not. I figured if I wanted to do Big Thunder Mountain, I'd have to start now because it's only going to get busier later. Yeah, it looks like we have a queue that is outside the main queue. We're just out here on the walkway, and then we're going to be going back into the overflow queue that goes next to Rancho del Zocalo. So you can see how far out we are from Big Thunder Mountain right now.
So you guys have what you guys want to do, or what?
I don't care. Yeah.
Or you think this is what just taking?
Okay, now it's just readjusted to 35 minutes. Let's hope it goes a little quicker.
Oh, I'm solid.
You guys going in or?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Are you?
Guys, come on. Come on, Elijah Bear.
I guess they're not.
Oh, wait.
All right, we are officially inside the rope line queue. And we got a couple switchbacks back here. Look how beautiful it is back here. This is where they have, the other side of this is where they have the Coco photo opportunity. They have a really pretty stage set up here for Coco. You can see a little bit of the paint right here. Oh, there is Maribel right there. Look. I was just talking about where we have a photo opportunity for Coco, and here we have Maribel. We're seeing the back of Maribel, but okay. All right, we're starting off the day with a queue because we really want to go on Big Thunder Mountain to start off our day. Oh, it is going to be busy today for sure. Hello, Shelly Nicholas. It's not only going to be busy, but it's going to be toasty. Even though it's only 64 degrees now. It was 62 when I first got here, so just a few minutes later, now it's 64 degrees. But it is projected to be 90 degrees today. So that is pretty toasty. Hello, my friends. Good to see you guys here. Happy, happy, joy, joy. It is Sunday, Oscar Sunday. Today's the Academy Awards. Anybody gonna watch the Academy Awards tonight, or the red carpet walk up as the movie stars and the directors and all of those folks come in? Lizzie and I love the Academy Awards. Of course, you know, she was in the film business for about 12 years as a Disney animator. So we have a big attachment to the Academy Awards, as some of the films that she worked on did win Academy Awards for various categories. She never personally won an Academy Award, but the films won Academy Awards, some of them. And were nominated. Most of them were nominated. But even before Lizzie was a Disney animator, we have always loved film. We have always loved old films like the black and white films of the 1940s, the film noirs by Humphrey Bogart, Lauren Bacall, all those great actresses and actors. So we've had a big love affair with film forever. And so even before Lizzie was working for Disney, we used to watch the Academy Awards and watch the red carpet every year, and we always do that. We usually make hors d'oeuvres and snacks and champagne, and oftentimes, most of the time nowadays, we are just sitting there by ourselves in front of the big screen TV enjoying the Academy Awards. But when we were younger, before we had kids, we used to actually have Academy Award parties where we would just invite friends over, people that loved film as much as we do, and sometimes some of Lizzie's co-workers, and we would just host a big party for the Academy Awards. But we haven't done that in a really long time, and those of you that are parents know how that is. Once you start having children and you have little ones running around, they become your primary focus, and so that takes a lot of time away from some of those activities you used to do.
Oh, my friend. What is she?
It's so pretty here. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? This is right outside Rancho del Zocalo. Hello, Thongs Kitten Man. Good morning. Good morning, Choiberg. Good morning, Jason Chancey. Or Cheney, I'm sorry. Jason Cheney. Good morning, Paul Green. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Good to see you here. I have bookmarked the film Seeking Persephone, and we plan to start watching that. I'm kind of happy, actually, that it is in 43-minute episodes, because it's a little easier than sitting through something that's 2.5, 3, 4 hours long. So yeah, we're excited to see that. That is on our list, bookmarked in our Prime Video queue.
Maverick. 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 Maverick, get up here.
Yes, yes, VFall 80, that is what happens. The children become the center of our lives. Oh, absolutely, Paul. And I'm excited to see future projects that you produce or work on as a cinematographer. And so keep me in the loop anytime you get a new film or film project or TV project, episodic series. Let me know, because we love to support our friends in business and especially in the arts. I love Heather's. Heather's given Choiberg a very cute little emoji there, a cat with hearts. Very nice. Well, I can feel the heat already coming up. Even though it's 64 degrees, it feels much warmer already as soon as the sun hits you. Now here we are, Rancho del Zocalo. This is usually where I like to eat when I want Mexican food, because they have so much seating outside here. It's really fantastic. I usually like to sit along the edge here, wherever there is shade. But it is not open yet. I think most of these big restaurants don't open until 11 a.m. Wow, Paul, that is so exciting. That is so cool. Now, are you going to be cinematographer, first AC camera operator on one of those, or are you producing those? We have a genuine film star, a below the line, as they say, a film crew member in our chat today. And that is my buddy here, Paul D. Green from Utah, who I met right here at Disneyland about 2 years ago, when his mother shared a bench with Lizzie and I on the parade route for the candlelight procession. And so we got to chat with his mom quite a bit. What a sweetheart she is. And also Paul and his uncle. That's part of the fun of coming to Disneyland, meeting new people and forming new friendships. Paul has a new film that he produced. Paul Green here in the chat with us today. A new film that he produced called Seeking Persephone. And that, I think I've got that right. I think the word is seeking. Video. So we like to We like to celebrate it looks like it's going to be really great. It is broken up into 4 episodes, each 43 minutes long, so it should be pretty awesome. Last night, Lizzie and I saw a really great film. For those people that like films that are really designed for adults. Not that it's an adult film. It's not that. It's probably G-rated or maybe PG-rated. I don't know. But we saw a really great film called Train Dreams. It is nominated for an Academy Award or 2. I'm not sure how many, but I know it's nominated. And it's currently streaming on Netflix. So if you want to see a cool film that is about just one man's life, really, and his arc of his life from the time he's a young man until the time he is an old man, I think you guys might enjoy it. It doesn't have a lot of action in it. It doesn't have a lot of violence, except for one particular scene. There is some horrible violence, but it's quick. It's a quiet movie. In fact, if you're a film aficionado, you might know who the writer-director Terrence Malick is. If not, look that name up, Terrence Malick. He makes films that are pure works of art, somewhat spiritual, and he doesn't really make films to draw big audiences or make a lot of money, but yet he is considered one of the greatest writer-directors of all time. And most people probably don't know his name unless you're a big film fan of his. This film, Train Dreams, was not directed by him, but it definitely had a Terrence Malick kind of feel to it. We're getting closer. Yeah, so if you don't know who Terrence Malick is, he made a lot of really great films. He was only making like one film every 10 years by choice. He's not a Hollywood guy. He doesn't live in Hollywood. He's like a recluse. He lives in Texas on his ranch, and he doesn't do interviews, and he doesn't do photographs. He doesn't do red carpet, none of that. He just writes and directs films, and there's only like one photo on the whole internet, I think, of him from when he was a young man. But he did a lot of great films like Days of Heaven, which is one of the best Western-oriented films about the early days of the West and the trains coming through the United States. Very authentic, not sensational, okay? Not a typical Hollywood Western film. Let's see, what was the other one he did? He did a war movie that had so many stars in it, like, you know, Ben Affleck and Tom Cruise, and everybody was in it when they were young and not really well known, but on their way up. What was that called? Like The Big Red One or something like that. I forget. But you can look up Terrence Malick and find his filmography if you go to imdb.com. That is the Internet Movie Database. IMD. I'm getting tongue-tied. Internet Movie Database. IMDb. There we go. IMDb.com. And you can find all of Terrence Malick's filmography. My favorite film of his, and possibly my favorite film of all time, is the Terrence Malick written and directed film titled The Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is one of my absolute all-time favorite films, if not my all-time favorite film. It is amazing, visually beautiful, with a story that is somewhat spiritual and somewhat I would say contemplative about life, you know, and the things that we go through in life, both the triumphs and the tragedies, the happiness and the sorrow. So beautiful. So anyway, just a little bit. but somebody said, talking about my hat fitting a little better, somebody said put some tissue paper in the hat band of my hat to make it fit better. And so I did do that this morning before I left. It's better, it's not perfect. I think I still need to use some hat band foam, which is a little bit better. I think I have some of that in the garage. I just have to dig it out and find it. Hello, Toshiba. Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams is good, but the one we saw was Train Dreams. Troyberg, he just typed it in there, The Tree of Life, thank you. Yeah, there are several films called The Tree of Life, so be aware. The one you want is The Tree of Life by Terrence Malick. Terrence Malick. Now, one of the things I'll have to warn you about that film, if you're going to watch it, is you need to turn the volume up that you and I would speak, as opposed to trying to project their voices in the microphones. So a lot of the times when they're speaking almost in whispers or in whispers. And a lot of times it's like voiceover narration where you're seeing them, but you're hearing them in like voiceover because you're hearing their thoughts. But yes, I have seen The Tree of Life probably 4 dozen times. A lot of sadness, just a perfect film. Yeah, Days of Heaven was excellent. At the time when he released that, which was around, I want to say 1978, he was a young man at that time. He was freshly out of, just a few years earlier, out of USC Film School. I think he was in the very first graduating class of the USC Film School major, and a lot of other he went to school with, including Francis Ford Coppola. All of them pointed to Terrence Malick and said he was the best out of all of them. So that's saying something. Terrence Malick. They don't know of him because he is not a real Hollywood guy. And
oh shoot!
okay, I pulled his eyes in 19. Was called A Hidden Life. Oh, I remember this one, and it stars Martin Sheen, Sissy Spacek, Warren Oates. That whole family, the whole Sheen family. Oh, The Thin Red Line, that's another great film. Wow, 7 Oscars. That's pretty incredible. And Nick Nolte, let's see, who else? So many people in that film. Woody Harrelson, like Steven Spielberg. The one Terrence Malick film I would say not to watch because it's too confusing is Song to Song. I would skip that one unless you're just really a massive fan. I did really love Terrence Malick's film To the Wonder. To the Wonder is excellent. But Tree of Life is still my favorite. The New World was written by and directed by Terrence Malick, and that stars a lot of really good actors. Hi, how are you? Indiana Holmes. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Hi.
Oh, can I say hi?
Yeah, sure.
Hi.
Yeah, what's your vlog? What's the
It's on YouTube. It's Indiana Holmes. Yep, like that. And then Holmes H-O-L-M-E. All right, super, thanks. Hello, Main Street Paul. Good to see you. Hello, Disney. I got nothing. Welcome in, my friend. Hello, Bobby Williams. Happy to see you here. All right, slowly but surely, the gang's getting all here. Yes, Gussie Boy Gaming, I agree. The Thin Red Line was fantastic and worth seeing over and over again. Happy birthday, John Shipley. Ah, that's great. I'm gonna wish you happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, John Shipley. Happy birthday to you. Good morning, Kylo Ren. I think that our subscribers here on the channel enjoy movies as much as you and I, because they are Disney fans, and so that means they must love Disney animated films and Disney live action films as well. But it's nice to expand our horizons with other types of films as well. Good morning, Jared211. Happy baby. Lizzie still has a cold, but she's feeling better. She still has a runny nose, but she's feeling better. She was making sandwiches this morning so she could visit her mom. She makes either tuna salad sandwiches or egg salad sandwiches every Sunday morning to bring to her mom. So when her sister and her go and visit her mom, they all have lunch together. Oh, a Hallmark miniseries. Oh, okay. Thank you, Andy. Hello, Benny Relax. It's fun to celebrate people's birthdays when we have birthdays here on the channel. This is awesome. Good way to start off the day. I seldom start off the day with Big Thunder Mountain. Good one to start with. Does anybody in the chat have a favorite movie they saw this year that is nominated for an Academy Award today? Or it could even be like an animated film nominated for an Academy Award. Okay. We're gonna go up the steps, and then we shall be boarding. I better put my chin strap on here. This line's pretty quick today. I don't think it's actually 35 minutes. Seems much quicker.
Yeah.
One.
Oh, perfect. Come on,
Five? Four. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, okay. So are you guys in five then, or?
We're the train after you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Woohoo! We've made it to the loading platform. Let's see which locomotive we get today. Here it comes. We get number 6. It is You Are Courageous. We're getting the You Are Courageous train. All All right, looks like I'm gonna be in the front row of the second car.
For your safety, remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train, and be sure to watch your kids. If any of you folks are wearing glasses, just remove them. This is the wildest ride in the world.
Alrighty, guys, here we go. Fun way to start the day. And away we go. Goat and the dynamite on our right. There it is, chewing on some dynamite. We got some streamers here today. Oh my gosh, that was fun. What a great way to start the day. And we have survived. Andy, thank you for the super chat. Andy Radu for our $5. Thank you so much. I will definitely tell Lizzie. That was very kind to you, Andy. Hey, Big Thunder Mountain. Let's see, I'm gonna check my Disney app here and see what the rest of the queues are looking like here. I'll set you guys down for a moment.
Right. 70.
All right, let's see here. Wow, Big Thunder Mountain's now 55 minutes according to the app. We got on just in time. Astro Blaster, 25 minutes. Casey Jr., only 15. Chip and Dale, Dapper Dan's, Davy Crockett's Canoes. Let's see, Haunted Mansion's 25. That's not bad for Haunted Mansion. Small World, 10 minutes.
Great time last night. Party.
Many Adventures, that's odd. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is 25. Matterhorn's 55. Disney Princesses. Smugglers Run. Smugglers Run is 60 minutes. Boy, this is going to be a busy day. All right, let's see what else we got here. Star Tours. How can Star Tours only be 30 minutes? Oh, Star Tours. Okay, never. But Haunted Mansion only being 30 minutes. That's pretty good. That is tempting. Hey, that's pretty cool, Andy. All right, I'll check that out tonight. I like singing in the car or singing around the house when nobody's around. But I'm gonna have to record myself to some music and see and listen to what I hear sound like to see if I sound any better than I think I do, because I don't think I sound that great. Oh, here comes the Disneyland Band. I think we might be just in time to see it. Yes.
Let's go this way.
Disneyland Band is coming, guys. Gonna perform right here in front of Golden Horseshoe. We're gonna stick around for this. Perfect timing.
Of course, we opened up with "You've Got a Friend in Me" from the Toy Story films. And a huge round of applause for my goodness.
Just pretty good?
I said what I said.
Well, clearly you were listening to the it's pretty common knowledge that the trombone crowd, they are sophisticated, they have a little bit of trombone music.
start the day. Fantastic. We got Big Thunder Mountain, we got the Disneyland Band, and Tiana from Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Welcome, my friends. Indiana Holmes here. Happy Sunday to you. Oscar Sunday. Academy Awards tonight. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and hit that notifications button so you don't miss any of our live streams or other videos that I post about Disneyland, California Adventure, Knott's Berry Farm, and other California attractions. Okay, let's check it out here and see what the line is looking like. It says 25 minutes for Pirates of the Caribbean. That's not too bad. Door queues that are in the sun are definitely better to do, although it's only like 66, 67 degrees right now. When you're standing back here to Tiana's Palace, that is a huge line for Pirates. So let's check out what the line is looking like for Haunted Mansion. This is looking pretty big too. It's gonna be a busy day. Good thing we got here early-ish. 9:45 I got here. Took me a few minutes to get everything organized, but we finally made it into the park. So it did say 30 minutes for Haunted Mansion, but that was before I watched the Disneyland Band, so it may have increased in time since then. Let's see what it says here.
Can't hear you.
Haunted Mansion currently says 35 minutes, so that's not bad. I can manage 35 minutes as long as we aren't standing in the sun too long. Oh yeah, the whole Will. I used to really like Will Smith. I loved his movies. I think he's super, and he did another one where he played, he is a very talented actor, singer, performer. But that episode at the Academy Awards with him and Chris Rock, I'll say on that. Ooh, Conan O'Brien's hosting tonight. That should be awesome. Yeah, I didn't even know who the host was. Thank you for telling me. I love Conan O'Brien. I think he's super funny.
Not even the big one, right? It was the second.
You know, the Oscars and the Emmys are only fun if you watch a lot of movies or a lot of television, movie, or episodic entertainment or performers to root for. And if not, it can be kind of boring.
I didn't see any, so it did not show up in my report.
Hello, Theo Skittleman.
My dad has had bone marrow biopsy twice now. I had to send him down to San Diego to have it done.
Yeah, that was a good one with the Hannibal Lecter character.
But we think a lot of it, because he's also on the Ozempic, we think a lot of it is...
You are welcome, Andy.
And he's not changed
Yeah, that kid didn't make it into Princess and the Frog. He must have been cut from the show. Ended up on the editing floor, as they say. Hello, Disney Lane.
Alcoholic beverages are dehydrating. So yeah, it's all the... But he refuses to accept any of
Hello,
that.
Kyler Rickman. Or Richmond. Maybe it's Richmond.
He's doing all the cooking now.
The crowds are picking up. It's getting pretty busy. So I think it's going to be a very busy day today. I will be exiting the park in time to see the red carpet walk-ups to the Academy Awards, and then I'll be settling in for the Academy Awards after that with lots of snacks. I loved Billy Crystal. I think he was one of the best hosts ever. I loved his big entries that he did. He did these big kind of entry skits into the Oscars. All right, we were on the outside of Madame Leota's walled garden queue. Now we're going to the inside, so that means it is already very busy. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people want popcorn this early in the day. Yeah, I don't know when they're going to start doing the karaoke in the Golden Horseshoe. They haven't said, but they did officially announce that they were going to on the official Disney blog, and also line dancing, but I haven't heard anything about it. Cast members don't seem to know anything about it. Oh, that's awesome. Conan O'Brien's gonna do a voice. Yeah. Alrighty. There's our friend Owlie, Mr. Owl. Alright, we got Big Thunder Mountain in, and now we will do Haunted Mansion, and then we'll see what the queues are like after that. It's going to be pretty busy, I suspect. We probably won't be through with Haunted Mansion until after 10:30. After 11:30. So the standby queues could be very heavy. Wow, we are chewing through battery power here. We've already used up 25% of our iPhone battery in just 1 hour. So you guys remind me in like another hour to check my battery level. So let's check it again at 12 noon. I may have to plug in early today. Did you guys, speaking of movies, in as much as today is a big day for movies and awards and actors, did you guys see the stop motion animation film, the one, I think it was called The Marvelous or The Wonderful Mr. Fox, a few years back? Oh wow, it is busy. They've opened up the glass roofed garden queue. See, usually I won't get in this queue if I notice that this is open, but it's not bad. It's only one switchback, but this can be, 1, 2, 3, 4 switchbacks, and right now it's just one switchback. This is the greenhouse queue, and they only open this greenhouse queue when it's exceptionally busy. And if it gets extra busy, they open up these gates, and then the greenhouse queue gets extended out here into Magnolia Park, and then that is definitely a no-go, because that means you'll be in line for more than an hour, probably like an hour and a half. Yeah, this is a really neat queue, but it's not neat if you're in it, because that means you're in a really long standby queue. But again, today we're just doing one up and one down, so just 2 lanes of this queue. Yeah, it could be really pretty in here, but it can also be really hot, because you've got these glass windows here, and if the sun is directly overhead like in the summer, this becomes a real hot house. Even though, it's not enclosed around the edges, this can become brutally hot. So like in the summer, I will never go in this queue. I'll check to see if we're going to be moving through this queue or not in the summer, and if we are, then I don't do it, because I've done it once or twice and it was brutal in the summer especially. However, if you're ever having to be in this queue like during the winter or during the holiday season, then it's not bad, because that's, those are cold months. November, December, January, then you just have to make sure you're bundled up, and then this queue is not really a problem. It's just time that it's not the heat. There's no heat beating down on you. Hello, Gabriel Torres. Welcome, my friend. Happy Joy you're here on Sunday with us. Yeah, so we moved through Madame Leota's walled garden queue and also the greenhouse queue very quickly. So I guessed that it might happen that way, and it did, so I am happy about that. Hello, Jay Superk. Welcome, my friend. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Help us get to 4,200 subscribers.
You can lay against it, but you're not going to stand.
Well, one day we'll all be that ghost, I suppose. But not today, my friends, not today. We currently have 4,158 subscribers. Help us get to 4,200 today by subscribing. Where at the Haunted Mansion, Gabriella? I'm not sure I understand that question, Andy. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm happily standing in the shade of a brick pilaster here, brick column. We will be moving out into the sun shortly. Here we go. We're going to start moving forward. I think Emma Stone has a good shot of winning an Academy Award tonight. Had an interesting ending. Although I do feel like her co-star, Jesse Plemons, should have been nominated. I don't think he got a nomination for Best Actor. And I really thought his performance was outstanding, even better than Emma Stone's. But that's just my opinion, and who am I? All right, well, there's nobody walking in line now. There was a big line when I came in to the Haunted Mansion property, but it looks like everybody that wanted to get in to the queue has now gotten in the queue. This is such a classic horse-drawn hearse. I love it. Some people collect motorized automobile station wagon style hearses. I go to car shows several times a year, and there's probably a group of about 6 or 7 people I always see at the local Southern California car shows that all own type of vehicle to own for a car collector. Usually people have a hard time typing with long fingernails, but Andy, you've clipped yours and now you're having to people spraying their sunblock. That's pretty smart. Very smart, especially if you have a balding head. Coming up next. There it is, a sight to see. That is one gorgeous facade. If you didn't know, I've talked about this before on the live stream, but if you didn't know, when Walt Disney passed away, the Haunted Mansion was under construction, and they had mostly finished the exterior of the Haunted Mansion, but they had not done anything with the interior because they could not decide which way to go with it. They had 3 different presentations that were presented to Walt. One, that it was going to be a very scary, super frightening experience inside. Another presentation by another Imagineer wanted it to be very whimsical and very fun and funny. And then a third Imagineer had kind of a combination idea of the two. And when Walt Disney passed away, no decision had been made. So the Haunted Mansion, as you see it from the outside, sat for years empty until they finally decided which direction to go with it. And the Haunted Mansion that we see today when we go in is the Haunted Mansion that won, Haunted Mansion theming that won out. And as you can see, it's pretty spooky, but there are some fun things as well. Well, I don't know. That sounds like that would be kind of sad. I feel like if there are such things as ghosts, they probably aren't all that happy. I mean, who would want to stay on Earth as a ghost? And it seems like, you know, the way people talk about ghosts, or people that research ghosts and believe in ghosts, that they come up with the idea that ghosts are still here because they still have some attachment to the Earth and the people that live here, and that there is some stress or unhappiness, some unfinished business here on Earth, and that's why they're still here. So from my point of view, I would never want to be a ghost, and I wouldn't want anybody else to be a ghost. And I surely hope Walt Disney's not a ghost. I hope he is a happy entity somewhere in the universe, sprinkling pixie dust upon us and everything and everyone, or everything family. That man is smart. Umbrella I bring when it's rainy, but I never think to get the umbrella and bring it with me on a hot sunny day. But that does seem like a good idea. A parasol maybe. Something with my Indiana Holmes style of clothing. Hello, Bob D. Yes, we are live, in fact. We are absolutely live. Today is August 15th, 2026, and it is 11:07 a.m. Now, if you're a ghost, it might not be live for you, but hopefully none of you are ghosts hanging out on the live stream. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine at the Haunted Mansion? Could you be mine at the Haunted Mansion? Haha. I can't wait until this arbor queue here is fully covered with vines. They've got 1, 2, 3 vines growing from over in the garden below the mausoleum, but they haven't gotten very far. Hopefully by next year, maybe they'll cover the entire arbor queue and it will have more shade. It's nice when you're in this queue on the side of the Haunted Mansion and it's still cool-ish, and there's still a very, very, very light breeze, because any breeze is a good breeze, as long as it's a cool breeze. Hello and welcome, my friends. Happy, happy, joy, joy. It's Sunday at the Haunted Mansion in New Orleans Square at Disneyland. Interestingly, this dark hat that I bought here a week ago, I was a little worried that it might be too hot because it doesn't have ventilation netting on the sides like my other hats do, where the sides are open and they're just covered with like a netting, which provides a nice cool air breeze coming through. And usually any hats that I wear on a sunny day will be light colored canvas. This one is a dark, I don't know, it's an interesting kind of cloth. It's sort of like a oilcloth leather hat, but it's some kind of a cloth. And although it is dark, so it is absorbing more radiant heat from the sun, it is not nearly as hot as like a baseball cap or something. Somehow it is cooler even though it's dark. So I am super happy with this hat. I just have to get it to fit a little better. Got to get some more of that hat band foam. The weather today is currently 69 degrees. Started out at 62 degrees down by the beaches. When I got here to Disneyland's parking lot, it was 66. Now 69, but the weather forecast says it's going to be 90 today, which is brutally hot. We're at the beginning of a heat spell. Every day this week is supposed to get hotter and hotter, and it should be in the 90s by Wednesday when I come back for my next live stream. So I'm trying to get here earlier and earlier so as not to be here in the heat of the day. Just start earlier and leave earlier. This is like incredibly unusual weather for us here in March. I mean, technically we're still in winter, right? For a few more days at least. Hello, Sidland Sausages. Welcome and happy Sunday to you, my friend. Disney World is in your future. I hear the Disneyland Railroad in the background. They are just over the hill there. The classic haunted music piped through speakers for us here in the garden. Yeah, this is, they say this is gonna break a lot of heat records next week, and they're anticipating possibly the hottest summer on record for California and for a lot of the Midwest, the South, and the East Coast. So it's starting to get hotter and hotter for us. Ha! Hi, Andy. No, I would not. I don't want to take any ghosts home with me. No, I'm very happy at home with just Lizzie and our little dog Meadow. I don't need any more creatures or entities beyond that. Now, if somebody was going to give me a Corvette or a Ferrari or even a Mazda Miata, that I would take home with me. That's more my speed. Something I can drive to Disneyland in and back. I agree, Bob. It is cool. This soundtrack is very spooky and classic. I love all this wrought iron work. All the wrought iron on the terrace is so amazing. So classic New Orleans. There's always room for one more, Andy. Okay, the queue has stopped for some reason. Let us hope it did not break down like it did a couple weeks ago when I got evacuated off of the Haunted Mansion. Mighty Heidi Dream Warrior will be back at Disneyland tomorrow. Congratulations. That'll be amazing. You're gonna love it, but you better dress in some cool clothing and bring lots of water. It is going to be toasty tomorrow. Originally, I did not have a reservation for today. I was trying to get a reservation for today for like the last 2 weeks, and I could not get a reservation. So my reservation was actually for tomorrow, Monday, but I woke up this morning, got my coffee going, and cracked open the iPad and checked reservations and found that there were reservations available for today. And so I switched my reservation from Monday, tomorrow, to today, figuring that it would be just ever so slightly cooler today than tomorrow. All right, the queue is moving again. This is good news. All right, my friends, we now have 4,165 subscribers. We need just 35 more subscribers to get to 4,200. If you are not subscribed, help us get to 4,200 subscribers by subscribing, hitting the like button, and hitting the notifications button. Thank you. Creepy.
I love you.
Oh no, Sam, what happened? Why are you in the hospital, my friend?
Right next to it.
Oh, Bob, that sounds brutal. Having that crow caw at you for 20 minutes. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I was on the Omnimover in the Doom Buggy, and it got stuck. The whole ride just kind of broke down and got stuck while I was in the attic scene. And after about 10 minutes, they turned on the lights and they evacuated us all. We got to walk through the entire ride, the entire attraction, down into the graveyard scene and out. It was fantastic. Oh no, Sam, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, Sam. I am so sorry. How did you break your arm, your neck, and your leg? If you don't mind sharing with us. All right, we're almost in here. We just have to walk along the porch and then make a left-hand turn. Ah, okay, Stephen. Thank you for letting me know. Please take care of that for me. I appreciate it. All right, Stephen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stephen. I love this view up into the cemetery for humans. Earlier we walked by the pet cemetery, but this is the human cemetery. It looks so cool. Andy, that's funny. That would be really, truly scary. Stephen is definitely on top of things. We totally appreciate you, Stephen. Master of Mod. I'll let you guys know. Just to let you guys know, once I am just about to enter the Haunted Mansion door to the foyer, the holding room, I will be putting the chat away. We'll put the chat away, but you can still chat amongst each other during the attraction, through the attraction, during the ride. And Stephen and the mods will keep everything peaceful and happy and safe. Also, I always get a copyright flag. I always get flagged for copyright when I walk into the Haunted Mansion and he gives that first speech, and part of it will turn the microphone back on during the stretching room scene, okay? So just be aware. Nothing will have gone wrong. It's not a failure of the iPhone or the live stream. It's just I have to silence it to avoid the copyright issues. Hello, Sarah. Good day to you, and welcome. Only 7 weeks to Disneyland. Well, I wish you well. Start getting ready for some hot weather. It's gonna be toasty here. Yes, I used to do it, but then I used to just leave the sound on. But then what would happen is I would get flagged every time. So those guys are getting flagged every time. And what it means is that whoever wrote that music, but especially the speech part, the speaking part, is filing a copyright claim against your channel, against that video on your channel. And so it causes all kinds of problems. And so I no longer leave the sound on there. There are many videos of the Haunted Mansion on my channel that were not from live streams. They just say Haunted Mansion, like at Holiday Overlay, Nightmare Before Christmas, or the regular one. And on those, I do have the sound completely on. You can recite the words yourselves there.
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Is haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying. The real chills come later. Now, as they say, look up. step as you board, please. We spirits haunt our best in gloomy darkness. So remember, no flash pictures, please.
Thank you.
Do not pull down on the safety bar, please. I will lower it for you. And this warning, the spirits will materialize only if you remain safely seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside and watch your children, please.
Yes, this is a doom buggy.
Y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuide a los pequeños y hablas. Prepárese.
We find life unlivable here in this ghostly retreat. Every room has wall-to-wall creeps and hot and cold running chills.
Awaken the spirits with your tambourine. Toads in a pond. Let there be music from regions beyond. Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell. Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at. Rap on a table, it's time to respond. Send us a message from somewhere beyond. Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween,
The happy haunts that
awaken the
receive
spirits
your
with your
are
tambourine.
beginning to materialize. They're assembling for a swing wing. They will be expecting me. I'll see you all a little later. Hey, these boots, I think I'm left out of floor. Please, remain seated in your duty. We will proceed. Indicate unavoidably my practice. I will be lazy
Ride for the midnight train. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes.
Start to shriek
And home all night. Winnie goes down to socialize.
When you hear the man of a requiem bell, weird those needles, spinach, well,
Messages fall to eerie eyes. Rises from so very Bring ghosts out to social life.
Woohoo! We did it. Hey, that was pretty good. It didn't take as long as it seemed. Looking at that queue, that standby queue looked pretty busy, but we got through pretty quick, I'd say. Another successful trip through the Haunted Mansion, and we've all come back alive. It's getting super sunny now.
You know, because there were enough times when I was...
Yeah, the original version does have a certain aesthetic to it that does give you more of the creeps, a more creepy kind of experience, more ghostly, let's just say. The Nightmare Before Christmas overlay that really takes place for about 6 months of the year. I think they do it in the second or third week of August. They start putting it together, and by the end of August, the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay is installed on Haunted Mansion. It stays there until I think the end of the first week of January. And that is a much more whimsical, much more funny and fun kind of experience, much more colorful too. So many colors. So yeah, that's a totally different thing. I like them both. But as much as I love the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay on the Haunted Mansion, I was getting a little tired of it there when they, you know, probably when they first started doing it. It was only like from the middle of September till Christmas, and then they ended it after Christmas, the week after Christmas. So still about January, but it seemed like it was a month or two shorter or less.
Are we?
Yeah,
Month or two less time. Now I think it's like well, at least last year and the year before, it seemed like it was 6 months that we had the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. So it's nice to have the original spooky version back. I do like the new bride that they installed in the attic about 2 years ago now, I want to say. There's been several versions of that bride character in the Haunted Mansion. And this current version, I feel like, is the best one. Ride using single rider. Let's see if the single rider lanyards are available.
Make sure you wear them inside, and then you'll have to demonstrate.
Hi, do you have any single rider
I do.
lanyards? Oh, thank you so much. I like your little mitten. Thank you. I'll put it on. Thank you. Awesome. I got single rider. Okay, you gotta wear the single rider lanyards around your neck, so that's what I was doing just there. They don't usually give out the single rider lanyards until about 11 o'clock in the morning. So we are well within the, well past that time. It's 11:41. But on super busy days, they do have like a limited number of these lanyards. And if they use them up, then they have to wait until lanyard and they were out. And I had to come back at a later time. But I'm happy I got to get one here now, earlier in the day. Yeah, those Mickey gloves are cute. I could never wear them though, because I'm always holding the gimbal with the cell phone on it and switching hands back and forth. Hello! And switching hands back and forth, so I think they're cute on other people, but not practical for me. Wow, it's very people-y here. Tons of people coming off the ride. So the single rider queue is going up the exit. It goes up the exit. So we walk to the right side of the exit and everybody's coming out on our left. Thank you. All right. So we have standby queue over here on our left, single rider here, and then this is the queue on our right is for people and mobility devices like the scooter here. And I think maybe Lightning Lane, but I'm not sure. Maybe Lightning Lane is up there and then they just mix in with the standby queue. I'm not sure how that works. Sydney, then you can just rewind the live stream that you're watching now and take yourself back to when we first got on the Doom buggies in the Haunted Mansion, and then just follow along and you will see the attic scene and the bride. Andy, a lanyard is just, you know, like a cloth neck strap that has a little, like a hook buckle at the end that holds a laminated sign or badge. Thank you. Yeah, they sell lanyards here in the pin shops, and a lot of people put, and they're extra wide lanyards, so they have a lot of cloth on them, and then people put their pin collections on the lanyards. But then, you know, any convention you go to, usually they give you a lanyard with your admission pass that has your name and ID and all that stuff on it.
Pouches, safekeeping all earthly treasures when the journey becomes bumpy. And to keep you safe and sound, here are special belts attached into the seats. Simply pull it from the right, inserting it into the left, like so. You see the excellence of this invention? Your off-road journey is high-speed and turbulent, going over rough and rugged terrain, and then suddenly you are turning sharply and dropping suddenly. It is unlike anything you have ever experienced, I assure you. Now, my friend, one final word of advice.
Yes, this is the Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye ride.
Well, my friends, your moment is drawing near.
Once this standby queue on my left empties and refills, they will then let everybody in the queue that I am in, the single rider queue. They'll let us in. So it's just a few more minutes here.
From all over the earth, they are flocking here, following a strange story of a mysterious temple and gifts from the gods. The story begins 1 year ago. World-famous archaeologist Indiana Jones follows a tattered map to an ancient edifice.
Yeah, that's a bad place to get stuck, Bob, because you're constantly getting blasted by those air darts. I was on this one time and we got stuck for a really long time, like 20 minutes, and they were almost going to evacuate us. They already put ladders up to the Jeeps, but then in the very end, after about 25 minutes, they got the ride started again, and then as a reward for our patience and understanding, they let us go through the ride 3 times in a row. I only made it through 2 times. And then I was like, okay, 3 times is enough. I mean, 2 times is enough. I didn't need to go a 3rd time. So it was really like 2.5 times we went. Because the first time we went, we made it all the way to the end before it broke down. So that was like 3/4 of a ride. And then 2 more times. So it was like 2 3/4 times. I didn't need to go the 3rd time, which would have been like 3 3/4.
All earthly treasures when the journey becomes bumpy. And to keep you safe and sound, here are special belts attached into the seats. Simply pull it from the right, inserting it into the left.
Hello, Hatbox Ghost. Yeah, feel free to rewind. You can rewind and see all that good stuff.
The journey is high speed and turbulent, going over rough and rugged terrain, and then suddenly you are turning sharply and dropping suddenly. It is unlike anything you have ever
Welcome, Sydney Willis.
experienced, I assure
Happy
you.
to see you here today.
Now, my friends, one final word of advice. Once you've entered the chamber of destiny, look not into the eyes of the idol. That would be evil.
Indy's little office here on site. Welcome, my friends, to Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. You are joining us here on the Indiana Holmes live stream. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe and hit the notifications button. We need about 30 more subscribers to reach 4,200 subscribers. So please subscribe and help us get to 4,200 today. Now we go up the steep steps.
streets inside the Frontierland. And remember, no matter what, don't be.
Ah, yes, there's always hitchhiking ghosts.
Now, Sala wishes you a wonderful and successful expedition.
Saludos. Para que su visita no piense. Les rogamos que permanezcan sentados con el cinturón de seguridad bien ajustado y que mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Vigilen a sus niños y pase lo que pase, no miren.
Hello again, my esteemed friends. When you board the transport,
It won't be long now. Probably about 3 minutes before we board.
Of course, you wish to lose them in the temple. But seriously, the path for the temple can be quite rough. Keep safe and sound.
Oh, it's on YouTube? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have a little channel. It's called Indiana Holmes. Because he's like my, Indiana Jones is like my alter ego, my brother from another mother, yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Similar. Yeah, we just have fun. I'm retired, so this is my hobby. I come here and have fun with my friends. We got about 450 people right now hanging out with me.
Permanezcan sentados con el cinturón de seguridad bien ajustado y mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas.
All right, when I get on the Jeep, I will be hiding the chat like I did during the Haunted Mansion. So you guys will still be able to chat, and the mods will keep everything safe and sane. But I will not be replying to the chat, and I will be turning my brightness all the way down. So I will not be responding to the chat. On. So this is probably the last time you're going to hear from me. Then I'm going to go quiet so I don't disturb the other guests. taking a little bit of time to get boarded on a Jeep, but I think it's going to happen soon. All right, I'm the next person in line for single rider. Driver's seat.
The pouches. All the way in, Brenda, all the way in, man, all the way in. Seatbelts go right. Side the pouch in front of your seat.
Trickier than it looks.
Are you there? Come in. Splendid. You have only to check your seat straps. Buckle up tightly now.
Up, guys. Pull on the yellow tab on the left-hand side, my friend. Pull on the yellow tab on the left, my friend. Awesome. And watch up here. Okay, guys.
Hello, hello. Oh, my friends. The brakes may be needing a little adjustment. Easy on the curves.
You seek the future. I will lift the curtain of time. It is your destiny.
Thanks. You guys are on your own.
Stay seated until your transport comes to a complete stop.
We made it back through the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, and we survived.
But seriously, the path through the temple can be quite rough. Keep safe and sound. Better seated with your seat belt.
Alright, we are back. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was pretty fun. I'm surprised that Disney World doesn't have this ride yet. I thought I heard that they were going to build this ride at Disney World like years ago. So I wonder what changed. I guess they just decided to do something else. They did Avatar Land. This is an awesome ride though, it's so fun. It follows the movie's visuals, theme, and characters so closely. It's really great. Yeah, that ride, that attraction does zip through pretty quickly. Unlike Rise of the Resistance, which is a much longer experience, or even Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad feels longer. But this one is so action-oriented, you know? You're on an action adventure with Indiana Jones. Ooh, boy, that was a little bit tiring, that ride. A lot of people, or maybe even most people, they hang on to the, but I have found that it's a more comfortable ride if you don't hold on to anything at all, and also less chance of hurting your wrist or your shoulder or your arm. My feet with my butt just up off the seat, maybe an inch. So it's sort of like less trauma on your hands and arms that way. Smugglers Run, maybe, up in Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Land. Indiana Jones stunt. The gentleman who works at that attraction, hundreds of pounds, it got out of its normal pathway from getting hit by the giant foam stone that was rolling. And right, you do have an Indiana Jones, not attraction exactly, but a show. Ah, here's Tiana again, taking pictures with people.
Yep.
Ah, the food over at Tiana's Bayou Adventure. For you at Disneyland. Happy Sunday, also Oscar Academy Awards Day. So some notifications button so you don't miss any of our live streams or any other videos I produce. We're trying to get to 4,200 subscribers today, and I think we're only about maybe 25 subscribers away. So if you could help us, we'll take a look at the single rider line here at Tiana's Bayou Adventure as we pass by as well. Let's see, I better do a battery check here. We got 45%, so we're good for a little bit. But I will have to plug in when we get to 30%. Let's see, it is currently now 76 degrees. The weather report says that it's going to get to 90 degrees by 2 p.m. That is very toasty, my friends. Got the Mark Twain out in front of us, steaming down the rivers of America. Let's see what the queue looks like over here for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. $50 minutes for standby right now. Oh boy, it looks like the line for single rider is packed. So I don't think we're going to be doing single rider on Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Everybody has the same idea. It's a hot day and they want to cool off. Yep. Let's see. Sometimes it's busy and then it calms down. But there's no line right now, or almost no line for the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh, so we're going to do that next. Looks like the line, looks like the single rider line for Tiana's Bayou Adventure is starting to lighten up a little bit. It just depends on when they let people in. All right, people. We have 4,180 subscribers. We just need 20 more subscribers to get to 4,200. Who will be the 4,200th person to subscribe to the Indiana Holmes YouTube channel? That is the mystery. Ah, there's some nice mallard ducks down there in the river. Creek, really, it's creek. Ooh, some nice butterflies. Or flutterbys.
And being safe is what tigers like best. So please stay in your seats with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. And grown-up types, please watch your little kids. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Just looking across the walkway there to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Huge crowd over here. Pretty busy over here at the single rider as well. We'll just have to see how it looks when we get off the attraction here. Isn't this beautiful and peaceful here? 100-acre wood and the creek running through it. Look how clear the water is. We've got Owl's house up here. I'm not sure whose house this is. I just won. Thank you. No, it doesn't matter to me. Thank you so much, though. That was kind of that cast member. She asked me if I would prefer being in the first row for filming purposes, but I'm fine being in the third row. I like the little kids to be able to get up front with their parents and their siblings to be able to see everything, not have a camera in their way. Could have been Piglet's, yeah, it might be Piglet's house. Okay, I will not be talking during the ride out of respect for the other guests. Looks like our car is the bouncy car. It's called Bouncy.
One blustery day in the 100-acre wood, a little bear named Winnie the Pooh set off in search of honey.
Look, Mama, look! I'm a hang on tightly, Roo.
Happy Wednesday.
We'll save your piglets!
And now this.
Whee! This is fun!
Goodness gracious.
Right this way! Honey, beware, beware! Have a noodles, steal honey, beware, beware!
You'll find that they love it because they got us all up to
What a wonderful dream!
Wake up, Pooh. Wake up. Wake up, Pooh.
Oh boy, it's your birthday!
It's time for your party, Pooh.
Hooray! Happy birthday! Hooray! Happy birthday!
Hip, hip, hooray!
These are all for you, Pooh Bear.
Look at all Pooh's presents.
If you don't like my present, I'll take it back.
Look at all the honey presents you got.
Love giving present. Wasn't that fun? I do hope you like mine, Pooh Bear.
Still not bad.
Hello, busy bees. If you have not been here since '93, Sydney, you got to get back here. The park has added so many great attractions. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is just one, and then the retheming of Splash Mountain into Tiana's Bayou Adventure is also wonderful. But Galaxy's Edge and Rise of the Resistance and Smugglers Run and all the Star Wars characters found at Galaxy's Edge are just amazing and completely worth the attraction now. There's a lot of people in line for it. I don't know. This is single rider here. We'll wait a minute here and see what happens.
Checked you guys in. Where's Leon? He's coming, see?
No, there's no Sky Tram anymore. There used to be one here at Disneyland. I'm not sure they call it the Sky Tram. It's been so long now.
Indiana? Hey, you?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Hi,
Good to see you, man.
bro?
Good to see you. All right, we are walking up for single riders, so we're going to get on this ride relatively quickly. There'll probably be a wait up on the bridge, but this is still, thank you so much. This is probably still cutting out about an hour-long wait for us, so this is kind of awesome. Oh yeah, so we don't have that many people ahead of us here. Maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 15 people ahead of us. No, I don't think it was called the Sky Tram. It was called the Sky something, I believe. But yeah, it used to have these tall towers. You could take it all the way across the park at Disneyland. In fact, the very last day that it was in operation, my wife Lizzie and my daughters Willow and Shelby and I all rode the Sky Tram or Sky Buckets. I forget what they were called. We rode them on the very last day, but that was a long time ago. It was probably like 20 years ago. Now, the only thing we have up in the sky now is we have the monorail, and yeah, that's it. The monorail is the only thing we kind of have that crosses the park. In fact, it crosses both parks, California Adventure and Disneyland, and it goes all through the Autopia area and around the Matterhorn and stuff. It's pretty cool. No, we do not want to be in the front seat. Indy likes the back seat, seat 6-7 they call it. It's a double wide seat, and it's the only seat in the logs that has footholds where you can place your feet. That's what I always hope for. Most of the time I get that back seat, but not always. I hate to be stuck in the middle. That's where you get really wet. Stephen K. Skyway, that might have been what it was called. Disneyland Skyway, it's possible. I just don't remember, it was too long ago. I'll take your word for it, Stephen. Oh, we're on YouTube. You want to be on?
Cool.
Say hi to everybody?
Sure. What's your channel?
It's Indiana Holmes.
Hey, Indiana Holmes, that's right.
Indiana Holmes, yeah.
Orale.
Because my last name is Holmes.
Oh, okay, my bad. My bad.
No,
I said it a little different.
I know what you meant, man. I know what you meant. I'm half Mexican, so I I know, I don't look like it, but
No. I felt the hint there.
We're trying to find you.
Oh, okay. Indiana Holmes, Holmes. Say hi.
Hi, Indiana Holmes. You're pretty
So
cool.
Indiana Jones is my brother from another mother.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, cool.
It had to
Hey, you
be
guys-
snakes, am I right?
Yeah, snakes. I hate to be snakes. Yeah, you guys can rewind the stream when you get home and see yourself saying hi.
Oh.
Hey, there they are.
That's fun. So you're just talking about all the rides?
Yeah, I'm retired, so this is my hobby. I come a couple times a week. My wife's still working, so she comes like about once every 10 or 12 days when she's not too busy. And then we just chat with people about, you know, the attractions and Disney history, and we do some Disney trivia and things like that. Yeah.
What a great retirement.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh yeah, yeah, every ride.
And it's waterproof?
The camera is waterproof. You know, the cell phones that you can drop them in a toilet or a bathtub or an ocean, they're fine. But the gimbal, if it gets too wet, it will fry. So we try to keep the gimbal from getting too wet. We don't get that wet on this ride. And a day like today, you dry out like in 3 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes is my long time ago distant relative, brought to you by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Hi, Rebecca. My wife is watching it now.
Oh, really? Okay. Cool.
Hi, Becca.
You want to say hi to your wife?
Hi, Rebecca. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You didn't want to get wet, so she's gonna watch you go through it.
No, I don't want to get wet. But I don't really care. If I get wet, you dry out in 3 minutes in this heat.
Yeah.
It's currently 76 degrees here at 12:26, so just maybe, it won't get as hot as the weather forecast. The weather forecast was saying it was going to be 90 degrees by 2 o'clock today, so that is another hour and a half, but I would have expected it to be at least in the low 80s by now if we're going to hit 90 by 2 o'clock. So maybe that heavy overcast cloud cover we had this morning has kept things a little cooler. Andy, you're just diabolical trying to get me in the front seat. Actually, I don't even think the front seat gets you the wettest. If somebody's super heavy in the front seat and it's very light in the back, then yeah, the front seat can get really wet. But it's usually seats 2, 3, and 4 that get the wettest, in my experience. Because what happens is the log boat will dive into the water, and the water doesn't usually come up over the front much because there's a big heavy lip in front of the front passenger. What happens is the water comes over the sides and it hits the second passenger, the third passenger, and the fourth passenger the worst. And then seats 5, 6, and 7 get less wet. So usually 6, 7, which is the very back seat, the double seat, is usually pretty dry, relatively dry. Your legs will get wet, you know, and then sometimes you'll sit on a wet seat as soon as you get in, so your butt's going to be wet, and your feet get wet and stuff. But you don't get super soaked. But it doesn't matter. I'm down for getting wet. Did you get wet?
Please don't work.
No. Hello, my friends. Welcome. You are here with Indiana Holmes on YouTube. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Help us get to 4,200 subscribers today. I think we need about 13 more subscribers to make it there, so your subscription would definitely help us. We are just a few minutes away from loading onto one of these log boats here on Tiana's Bayou Adventure. and then we'll be floating along the river, and then going for a couple of big, three big drops on the ride. It'll be wild. Hang in there and wait for the very last drop, where we drop from the very top of the mountain, down, down, down into the bayou. And then make sure you stick with us after the drop for the final showroom, where Tiana and the entire cast will be singing and performing for us. I'm a big fan of what's his name? Now I can't think of his first name, but Cumberbatch. I'm a big fan of his. I love everything he does. But I have to say, growing up as a kid and watching the Sherlock Holmes series on television in black and white with Basil Rathbone, he is my favorite Sherlock Holmes of all the different Sherlock Holmeses that there have been on television and movies. Benedict Cumberbatch, that's his name. Yeah, he did a great job. I read all those Sherlock Holmes stories, or a lot of them, when I was a kid. I'm thinking about picking one of the longer, more interesting stories and reading it on our other channel, Storytime with Indiana Holmes. Did you get wet? Just a little, okay. You might get wet. I don't know, Andy. Welcome, friends. We are here, about to board Tiana's Bayou Adventure and get soaked in the log boats. You guys look too dry. You gotta go again. No ponchos next time. Look not into the eyes of Madame Odie. That could be dangerous. But if she has beignets, make sure you grab some. All right, we just have 3 people ahead of us in single rider line, so we should be boarding momentarily. Well, they're still here, Andy. They're just not chatting. They're just silent in anticipation of the big drops. All right, Sydney Willis. Thank you for chiming in the chat, letting Andy and I know we're not all alone. So as per usual, I will not be chatting or speaking or uttering much sound other than maybe some yelps and some laughs. I won't be talking while I'm on the attraction. I won't be chatting while I'm on the attraction because I do not want to disturb the other guests. So I will be silent. But you guys are free to chat amongst each other. And the mods will keep it safe and family friendly.
My bad, excuse me.
That's so sad. That mom and her little girl waited in line like forever in the standby line, probably like 45 minutes or longer. And then she got right up to the boarding ramp, boarding dock, and the little girl started crying and she didn't want to go. She was about like maybe 5 or 6 years old. And so she was like crying and they had to leave before they got to go on the ride. We are the next ones for single rider.
I can take one more. Okay, I'll take you row 5. Okay,
Row 5. Oh, row 5 is not too bad.
With your
Sure. Be careful when you get in, it can be slippery. It'll be wet. Now that I said that, I'll probably be the one that slips.
Thank you.
And if Dan's down here, come out, wherever you are.
You don't? Well, that's all right, Louis. We're just hitting our stride.
We've got just what we need.
I hope they all come to the water to play. But let's explore a bit more.
Who's next?
Time to get big and to get tiny, 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 tiny. Where did our friends go?
They vanished.
We have to find them. That's why it's water in the bottle.
Wow, this joint is hopping.
These tiny musicians you found really bring the heat.
The bigger you are, the bigger the splash you'll make at the party. Choo-choo said it's time I get you back to side. But invite your little friends to tag on too.
I knew it was coming. I couldn't stop it. So that's all. That was too bad. You did good.
Even though I'm still right now, I'm cold. That was a cute
It's hard with me what it is without you. I knew y'all would make a big splash in this party. See y'all again soon.
Please keep your tails in your seats until your go time. Then grab all your things and exit to your left. Hey there, welcome back, buddy. Please remain seated until your boat returns to the dock. Then grab your belongings and exit to your left. Welcome back, y'all. Please remain seated.
Excuse me.
Oh, girl, you're wet.
All right, we made it again through another attraction and
To be
survived.
honest, I actually kind of faked it on the big dog.
Thank you. Well, that was pretty good. We avoided a super long standby queue by doing a single rider. We just got lucky that our single rider queue took us so quickly. Let's see what our picture looks like.
That was a good one, Mommy.
What are you doing, Talon?
Are you doing? That's what I was looking for.
Trying to see where we are here.
Hey, Mommy.
Hopefully the pictures will change and we'll find ourselves. Oh, here I am, right here. Okay.
That's us right there, right?
Yeah, it looks like that. Oh, I'll have to take a picture of it.
It's hard to see. I'll have to download that picture later. It looked pretty good. All right, another successful trip through Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Walk behind you for what?
Have a good day.
You want to change that, bro? Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a queue is clearing out. When I first got here, these two rope lines were completely filled, but it looks like they moved a lot of people through. Oh, there's Pooh. There's Winnie the Pooh. That's awesome. People love Winnie the Pooh and all the characters from the 100-Acre Wood. Let's see, whose house do you think this is? It doesn't have a name on it. Could it be Piglet's house? I don't know. Because we know that Pooh's house is a door on a tree, but I don't see that here. And here's another one. That was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that was a pretty good run through the ride. All right, we are at 4,189 subscribers. Just 11 subscribers to go, and we will be at 4,200 subscribers. That would be amazing. Whoa, look at all these people out here. Is this line wrapping around? Yeah, this line is wrapping around outside. That means they filled all of the front part of the Tiana's Bayou Adventure Queue. Crazy. It's very people-y here now, folks. It is currently 78 degrees, not too warm. We were expecting a much hotter day. It's 1 o'clock. I do not think it is going to hit 90 today. It seems like it is just definitely not going to get to 90. So that is good. I wanted to try and get here as early as possible. A, to beat the crowds, and B, to avoid the extreme heat that they were forecasting for today, but actually it hasn't been bad today. Oh, I didn't. I totally missed it. I'm gonna have to go through that part of the live stream at home later tonight. Where was the proposal? Was it coming off the Tiana's Bayou Adventure, or was it afterwards, like over by the Winnie the Pooh thing? Was the proposal at the Winnie the Pooh? I don't know. Somehow it did not register with me that there was a proposal. Okay, so it was that guy that he was proposing to his girlfriend in front of Winnie the Pooh. Okay. I wasn't sure what they were doing. I didn't quite catch that. Well, that's kind of cool. No wonder everybody was cheering. Okay. I got you. Nice. Well, that's kind of fun. I'm going to go back and look at that. Sometimes I'm, busy trying to stay out of people's way and trying to point the camera in the right direction and select the correct lens for you guys to see through. And so sometimes I miss some details like that. 90s tomorrow. Well, I'm happy that I canceled my reservation for tomorrow when I was able to get a reservation this morning for today. So that was lucky. Yeah, I did see that the forecast says it's going to get hotter every day this week, Monday through Friday. So today would definitely be cooler than tomorrow, according to the forecast. Okay, we're just walking by Rise Resistance. A lot of people were running up here for a 60-minute standby queue. That's what it's reading, 60 minutes. That is too long for me, my friends. I do not want to wait 60 minutes for Rise of the Resistance. But I'm happy to walk through Bayou here at Galaxy's Edge. See all the sights and sounds. If you've missed any of today's live stream, feel free to rewind for attractions you've missed either now or rewind later today after the live stream is over. We started off our day with our first attraction being a ride on Big Thunder Mountain. Following Big Thunder Mountain, we walked right into a performance of the Disneyland Band in front of the Golden Horseshoe. We followed that up with a trip through the Haunted Mansion, which was awesome. From there, we went on to the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and then we followed that up with a ride through Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which was the last thing we did. Now we're walking through Galaxy's Edge, and you can see this crowd coming at me. And the crowd that I'm walking with, it is very people-y here today, folks. Very busy. Oh, Billy Ocean is performing tonight? Is Billy Ocean performing over at the Tomorrowland stage? Is that where he's performing? No, I don't really use the Disneyland Play app. Usually when I'm stuck in a big queue, if I don't have much to chat about, I will do Disney trivia. But I don't do the Play app much. Oh wow, there's so many people here today. It is crazy. Trying to find a place to sit down and eat my Cara orange, but everything is packed. All of the seats are taken everywhere I look. Let's see over here. Might be a little less busy over here. If we can find a chair. Oh yeah, this will work. Okay. I'm gonna sit here and have my car here in the shade. Excellent. My crazy hat is taking the shape of it. It's taking a different shape here. I don't know, I can't figure it out. Something like that. That'll work. Oh, Epcot. Okay, they're at Epcot. I haven't even thought about Billy Ocean in decades. He was a great performer though. Probably still is. All right, I got the giant bottle of water. Got a napkin to put my orange on. Try to keep it clean. Got my car orange. And the ever important PDI Sandy wipes, alcohol wipes to clean all the Disney germs off your hands before you eat your orange. This is the outdoor, somewhat covered patio, semi-covered patio, just outside of the Docking Bay restaurant. A lot of people just walk right by this and they never even notice that there is a little patio with seating here.
Get it, Monse.
So this is pretty great because it's really busy. Anywhere outside on the tables, over by Ronto Roasters, all that area is just packed. And the area down below that where you would find Boba Fett and the Mandalorian walking around in Ashoka. All right, I think we're ready to dig into this orange. Get one more napkin out of here. It's good to have you back, Paul. We were just on Tiana's Bayou adventure. Now it's time to eat a little snack, a little healthy snack, a little car orange. Hello, Disney Explorer. Yes, lunchtime. I actually cheated a little bit this morning. I don't usually have breakfast. I just have coffee and then I come straight here. But I wanted to prevent myself from having to wait in giant lines for food when I got here. So I drove through McDonald's and got myself a McGriddle. Sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle, which is a yummy sandwich. So I had that. Once I got into the parking lot, in the Toy Story parking lot, I sat there and ate my McGriddle sandwich. So that's why I'm not really that hungry for lunch. Because on a busy day like today, you are going to wait in line a while for food and then have a really hard time finding a place to sit. I got lucky here. Look at this beautiful Cara. These are the best. So yummy. Yeah, definitely bring an orange or two. And it's going to be super hot this week, so make sure you bring some water. I don't usually bring 2 bottles of water, but I thought it was going to be super hot today, so I brought 2 bottles of water. I'm scheduled to be here again on Wednesday. Lizzie's also scheduled to be here with me, but she's just been so busy at work. She's had to keep canceling every time we have a reservation. So we'll see if she makes it on Wednesday or not. A steak and cheese bagel would be yummy. Got some wacky musical entertainment for us on the PA. Sounds like those big bell things that people hit with a little hammer. Okay, everybody in the chat, name your favorite Disneyland or California Adventure ride. Put it in the chat. Mine is probably Galaxy's Edge, Rise of the Resistance, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. I would say my number 1 is Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Number 2 would be Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Number 3, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. Haunted Mansion would be my number 4. Hello, Elizabeth from Sweden. Good to see you, my friend. 2 votes for Haunted Mansion. I like your loyalty there, Hatbox Ghost. Yeah, I love Big Thunder Mountain too. That's up there in my top 5. A lot of people love the Matterhorn. Oh shoot, I just got the 20% warning. Good thing I decided to stop and get something to eat here. I've got only 20% battery life left on my battery, so I gotta plug in. Time to get the old battery plug. All right, hopefully it'll charge now. We're in the shade, so that is a plus. Bye-bye, Andy. Have a good day. All right. No worries, Andy. Have a good one. You like the classics? Yeah, at least once a week I will go on Pinocchio, Snow White, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I go on Casey Jr. Circus Train all the time, and the Storybook Canal Boats. I love those classic rides. Occasionally I'll go on Dumbo, but that's usually really busy because lots of little kids like to go on that, so I'll pass on that most of the time. I like Astro Orbiter, I'll go on that occasionally. I love Peter Pan, but that ride is always so busy that I don't usually get on there. Time to hydrate. Yeah, my favorite thing is to ride Casey Jr. from the last car, the caboose. I like sitting in the forward position and seeing the train make the curves. And I also like sitting, as I did on Friday, sitting in the caboose facing backwards and watching the world leave us. Both are really cool. All right, Buzzy Bees. Wear your Indiana hat. It's good to hydrate. I'd say For me, it's Rise of the Resistance, then Indiana Jones, then, interestingly, I'm still getting the warning that I have only 20% of battery left, so I'm going to double check my battery connection here. We are plugged in. Oh, that's neat. That's fun. You get to walk off that ride. Autopia. Yeah, I go on Autopia probably once every couple weeks. I went on Autopia Friday and last week as well. I like going on the Storybook Canal boats a lot though, and Casey Jr. I would go on Peter Pan more often, but it's basically a rope drop ride because it's so popular. You end up in really long lines, and most of that queue is in the sun most of the day, so it's pretty high. You got to get there on a cool day first thing. I do like the Matterhorn too, but the right side is better than the left. The right side sleds, the sleds that are on the right side, because there's two tracks, are smoother. The ones on the left kind of beat you up. It's like more harsh angles as you go down the mountain. I know, walking off rides when the lights are on and getting evacuated is pretty cool because you don't get to do that any other time. I've done it on Tiana's Bayou Adventure and just recently on Haunted Mansion. I'm trying to think, was there a third one? Almost Indiana Jones, but in the end they didn't end up evacuating us. Oh, I've been walked off Alice in Wonderland. Nah, that's not that great of a walk off. Because the ride looks the same, whether it's running or not. What else? I think those are the only three that have broken down to the point where they've walked us off the ride and evacuated the ride. Yeah, Peter Pan is always busy. People love that ride. It is brilliant, you know? They like the whole idea of a flying ship and all. And, you know, it's just the wonder of Peter Pan. They have a really cool place where you can meet Tinkerbell now. That is, what do they call it? Pixie Hollow. Pixie Hollow, which is to the right and in the front and to the right of the Sleeping Beauty Castle and just outside of the queue for Astro Blaster. So it's kind of in between Astro Blaster and Sleeping Beauty Castle. There is a little walkway and a pond, and then if you go through the walkway and you wait in line, you get to meet Tinkerbell. And there's a really cool Tinkerbell house. It's a teapot that, I mean, it's gigantic, right? It's huge, you know, bigger than human scale. Teapot that's turned over, and there's a door in it, and that's her house. I think it's turned over. There's something wrong about it anyway. And the cast member that usually plays Tinkerbell is just fantastic. So believable as Tinkerbell. So sweet and like diminutive. There's a couple different ones. So it depends on which one you get. But the one that we've seen and met 2 times in a row was the most amazing actress playing Tinkerbell. Very believable. Oh, walk off People Mover. That would have been wild up on that little sky track there. Try to drink as much water as possible. We're now at 80 degrees. 80 degrees still not bad because they were saying it was going to be 90 today, so even if it gets up to like 83, 84, that's still okay for me. when we get up to like 86, it's a little too hot for me, and it starts to cause my iPhone to overheat, and my gimbal now overheats at 86 degrees or above, especially if it's in the sun. If it's in the shade, it doesn't matter. Yes, Pixie Hollow. That's what it's called, Pixie Hollow. Hello, Lizak. Yeah, isn't it a cute little, interesting little area? It kind of reminded me of the old Bugs Life, Bugs Land over in California Adventure when they used to have that. It kind of reminded me of that. A little bit. Oh, it's still on your Instagram. That's cool. You should, Paul, you should send me a link to your Instagram and I'll follow you. See what kind of adventures you're on. You can send it to me to my email address, okay? IndianaHolmes@iCloud.com. I think they can. Yeah, I know. I have the Osmo Pocket 2. I never streamed with it, but I did read the instructions that said you could. The Osmo Pocket 3 is supposed to be much better. I think it has a bigger sensor, like maybe a 1-inch sensor. So it's supposed to be better for low light, because that's what the Osmo Pocket 2 was not good for low light. And the Osmo Pocket 2, it came with a little microphone, like a wireless microphone, probably Bluetooth. And I'm sure the 3 does as well. You might have to buy like the Creator Combo or something. The only thing I don't like about the Osmos is that they do not like the water. So like, you know, I was just on Tiana's Bayou adventure, and the phone can get completely wet. It could fall in the water and it'll still run fine. The gimbal will not. If the gimbal gets wet, too wet, it could cause a short circuit and fry the thing and it'll be ruined. The Osmo Pockets 1, 2, and 3 are the same. They are a gimbal with a camera lens on it. So if you're going on some ride where your Osmo Pocket 2 or 3 gets really wet, you could end up frying that device. So that's why I don't use my Osmo Pocket 2 much anymore for anything. If I'm just going out and I'm going to film something like a car show and I'm not live streaming, I would probably bring the Osmo Pocket 2. That's what I usually do at car shows, to just film those for myself or make a video and put it up later. Yeah, that is the problem. The gimbals do not like water. They can get splashed on, like this gimbal has been splashed on, no problem. But if it gets really wet, you know, yeah, it could be the end of your whole Osmo. But when you buy the Osmo or any of those DJI devices, especially if you buy it through their website, I believe they offer like insurance. It's like a membership. You pay for like a year, and if your Osmo Pocket gets broken or stolen, I think they'll replace it, something like that. It's like an extended warranty, but better. The thing I don't love about the Osmos is they don't really have multiple lenses. They have one lens and then they have digital zoom. Where like with the phones, the higher end phones, you have 3 lenses, right? Like on the Samsung Ultra or the iPhone Pro Max, you have 3 lenses, and within those 3 lenses, you still have multiple focal lengths. And then you still have the digital zoom if you really wanted to use it. So I feel like you have more camera capabilities with an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy, you know, top tier phone versus the Osmo Pocket 4 or 3, whatever we're at now. I did hear there was going to be a new Osmo Pocket. Maybe it's going to be called 4 or something else. And the rumors have been that it would be a double or triple lens gimbal phone. So we'll see. Maybe wait for that. See how my battery is doing here. 25%. Okay, it's starting to charge now. Cool. All right, we're at 4,198 subscribers, guys. 2 more subscribers and we're at 4,200. Who will be the 4,200th subscriber? We shall see. All right, time to go exploring and adventuring again. Thank you, Paul. All right, let's see what's going on here at Galaxy's Edge. See if we see any Star Wars characters out and about. Excuse me, sorry. Hey, who's that?
I've been watching you yesterday.
Yeah, who are you?
It's B Water, my friend.
All right, nice to meet you. Hey, here we go.
Are you live?
I am live.
Hi, Chad.
Hey, say hi. Here we are.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you. Nice to meet you, my friend.
I'm following all your advice.
Ah, that's nice. Thank you. A happy subscriber was watching us yesterday. Ooh, back into the ice cold chilly hallway here, known as the Galaxy's Edge freezer. Hello. All right, we're gonna do single rider. Oh man, it's really cold in here. Guys, good. Did you walk through the ice cold, freezing hallways? It's nice on a hot day though, right? But it's just like that in the winter too. That's the problem. Yeah, it's icy cold. Yeah, excellent today. Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and join this crew.
All right, thank you.
You're gonna join flight color purple.
Purple. Okay. Okay, where's the purple gang? Purple. Okay, I'm joining you guys. Hi, how are you? Hi. Have you guys been on this before? Is it your birthday?
It is not.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a birthday thing. Well, happy birthday for the future.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm just a retired guy who has a hobby of coming to Disneyland and videotaping and live streaming, stuff like that. Yeah. I try to do it right. Yeah, it's just like a little camera control switch, software switch, where you have to mirror the image. So if you mirror the image, you hit the mirror image button, then it flips the image so that the text will read correctly, and then your face and everything looks correct. I love this hallway. I wish I had this hallway in my house. It's so cool. Thank you guys. We're at 4,201 subscribers. Thank you. We reached our goal for the day. That's awesome. Thank you guys. Yeah, we are charging now. We're at 25%, so we're good. Paul, if you were thinking about getting the Osmo Pocket 3 or 4, although we don't know what the 4 is going to be like, it might be fantastic. You might want to look at the, let's see, what's it called now?
Yeah, Jedi says put a hand up. Go ahead and take a look around. We're going to call you
I'm trying to think of the name of the camera I have that I got to replace my Osmo Pocket 2. It's an action camera, but it's not a DJI. What is it? Or is it a DJI? I don't think no, it's not a DJI. It's something else. I have another action camera that is completely waterproof. Again, it doesn't have multiple lenses, but its low light is very good, and it's gosh, what is that camera called I have? It's stabilization. It's electronic stabilization is as good as if you're on a gimbal. I don't even put it on a gimbal because it's that good. It's called, what is that thing called now? I forget. It's one of the competitors to the GoPro and DJI. Now I can't think of the name of it. It's the Insta360 something, but it's not the one with the 2 lenses front and back. I have that one too. It's the Insta360 Ace Pro. That's what I have, Insta360 Ace Pro. I would recommend that over the DJI Pocket 3. Plus it has a flip-up screen that is nice and big and can be used at any different angle. So Insta360 Ace Pro 2 is what I would recommend, Paul, or anybody else that wants to have an action camera with a flippy screen that's waterproof. And I do believe it can stream, but check for yourself on that. Yeah, the Ace Pro.
Welcome, right this way, my friends. Come closer, come closer. You're back. I did not think I would see you again after the incident. You're braver than I thought. You will be intercepting a first-order train shipment of coaxium. Gunners, you clear the path. Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo. Now get the move on and know that I have complete faith in you. But I am coming along with you.
Remain seated and supervise younglings. Por favor, permanezcan sentados y cuide a los niños.
All right, let's try it for 2 coaxium. I see 2 good pilots up there. And these gunners, you better be shooting accurately. I know you will.
Not enough. Time is money.
Okay, well, better not sell. You guys. you're.
Our lives are dependent on the girls.
I don't know about that.
Well, I really hope not.
I really hope not.
If you can't fly this, you can't get your driver's license. Girl, I'm not gonna
Pressure.
fly an airplane without a driver's license.
No pressure, huh?
Right beyond the... No, you better not be getting your driver's license.
Girl, you're not getting your driver's license. I can figure it out.
Flight engineer, repair test. Hit your flashing buttons. You'd better be faster when we get into real trouble. Right, pilot? Push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. And push forward to fly down. Oh, watch it! Chewie makes flying this thing in the air. Weapons are online. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that coaxial. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed. Oh, there is the train. Come, Papa. Yes, yes, keep shooting. Yeehaw! They've locked onto us. Take evasive action. Ah, there it is. After that train. Flight engineers, fire the harpoons. Pilot brakes. Well, my friends, that could have been much worse. Okay, it's much worse. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. The power of the ship. Well, I have the gold axiom. You see, just as I promised, my friend. Now that the resistance has what they need, maybe a little something to handle. Pilots, line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car. Flight engineers, fire the harpoons and reel us in. Get behind the train. Engineers, hit your flashing button.
Oh, lock it!
It's harder than it looks. That gunship? Oh, that's ridiculous. Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of here. Yes, a distraction. Fire the missiles at the train. Hurry. It's coming down. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Boost, boost, boost. Look, we did not die. Let's get out of here. Yes, Chewie will pilot us in remotely. You retrieved one container of coaxium. This will greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest profit, your cut minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon is... Oh, that is rough.
Epic fail, girls. Oh, we got negatives.
All right, damage report. Engine failure. All right. Hyperdrive leak. that is not too good. Multiple hull matches. What else? It could be worse. Life support failure. Okay, time for you to go. And don't worry, the payment is on the way. Trust me.
All right, everyone, don't forget any personal items and come on down.
All available techs, we have a Corellian freighter that needs immediate transport back to the maintenance bay. This thing is practically scrap metal.
Good job, crew. That was fun. Yeah, Paul, that was the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. That was the camera that I was recommending to you. I also have the Insta360, but that's a totally different animal. What I like about the Insta360 Ace Pro is that it has a flippy viewing screen. So you can adjust it to any angle you want, up and down. And if you turn the camera so that the lens is facing you, then you can actually see yourself in the screen when you flip it. Also, the new one, the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, has interchangeable lenses, which is kind of nice. Not the same as like a DSLR, but they do have auxiliary interchangeable lenses that you can use, which is cool. Well, for being a pretty busy day, I have to say, we did not have much trouble getting on the rides that we selected, and the standby queues were pretty short. All right, look, August Cantina is back open. They were doing some kind of refurb over there at August Cantina. I don't know if it was painting or what it was, but they did some kind of refurb. So I will be interested to go there sometime soon. Maybe the next time Lizzie comes with me, if she can make it Wednesday. If not, I may just have to go there by myself. So they do have some yummy snacks and some adult beverages. They do have a nice IPA there that she likes. A couple different IPAs Lizzie likes, and a couple good lagers I like. So those are things to look forward to. All right, we succeeded in getting one attraction in here at Galaxy's Edge. I'm not even gonna attempt to go and Rise of the Resistance, because when we walked by, it was 60 minutes standby time. And the danger about Star Wars Rise of the Resistance attraction is it breaks down a lot, like Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, but even more often. So I have been in the standby queue for Rise of the Resistance before, sometimes as long as 45 minutes, and then the ride breaks down, they evacuate the queue. And that has happened to me more than once. So I am definitely a little bit gun shy when it comes to... All right, we're gonna walk through Fantasyland here, through the castle. Yeah, in terms of these two, I didn't see Baloo. I think a little kid just lost his Baloo's stuffed animal, his fleshy animal. Some mom was yelling, "Oh, it's warm over here." It's always a little bit, right about here you do. But then as you get over here by Pinocchio or Peter Pan, then you get sort of a dead zone of air here, and it feels much warmer here. for Peter Pan. All these lines here for these classic rides are pretty busy today. Or when it's out here, and it's more closer to 60 minutes for Peter Pan. Front side. The back side is the outside. That would be protecting you from intruders. The inside here is actually the front side. At least that's what a cast member told me. Makes sense though. Whoa, so many people, guys. So many people. Happy ducks.
Is that cool?
There's always happy ducks and geese here. Great place to be if you're a duck or a goose. I wonder if Disneyland feeds them, or if they just find their own food. I do not know the answer to that. Here's some of the official Disney. So cute seeing little girls dressed up as princesses with their pool when Disneyland. Those older and into their teens. It's a little cooler here on Main Street. No, you know, I always ask cast members about stuff like that, and they don't know. Or if they know, they don't tell us. Maybe they're instructed not to tell us. So I don't know when the construction on Main Street, this first block on the right, will be completed. But it's just painting. But they do a good job of trying to cover the building with scrims that are printed to look like the same building. But yeah, it's not the same as being where it's a little air conditioned. We are up to walking through the shop. No mosquitoes, nothing like that here at Disneyland. And I understand over at Disney World, they use a combination of critters that eat insects, and they spray a natural scent on the plants and flowers and stuff early in the morning that the insects do not like. Oh, there's a new pretty sweater. Oh my gosh, Lizzie would love this. Excuse me. Oh, that is so pretty. That is adorable. It's got like a little flower arrangement here with a bow and a crown on it on each side. And it's got these diamond patterns. Really nice. I'll zoom in for you guys. That's why you gotta walk through these shops often, because there are so many new things every week. Let's see. Every week they get new merch here in these shops. Sometimes it's only one or two things. Sometimes it's a lot of things. That was really cool. Excuse me? It's always people inside the shops. I like these spoons. These are cool. Little spoon characters. I think it was maybe it was a pin in the shape of a spoon with little arms. It's from a cartoon. I forget which one. All right, let's see if they got any new T-shirts in. They've been stocking up here on sweatshirts. They've had so many sweatshirts, which are really nice, but it's very hot. I mean, we're coming into some very hot weather, and then it'll be summer, so you can't wear these sweatshirts too much longer. So I'm always looking for new T-shirts. I'm a T-shirt guy. Lots of sweatshirts. This is a really cute water bottle. Love that. Let's see, what do we have here in t-shirt land? I've seen a lot of these before. There's a few new ones. That one's new. This one is new. I haven't seen those two before. This is cute. We were just talking about the ducks and the geese. Here we go. Nice. Classic old 1950s looking Autopia t-shirt. There's a good variety of like retro looking t-shirts. Excuse me. Okay, I think that's it for t-shirts. Not too many t-shirts. A lot of blingy, like shiny beaded shirts and sweatshirts for women, but not too many new things for guys. Wildcats, Disneyland. See, these are all sweatshirts. A lot of cool stuff here, like this. This is sort of a more lightweight sweatshirt, but still long sleeve. But it is cool. It's got Cruella de Vil on it. Nice. Again, this is cute, but again, it's a sweatshirt. So if you're one of those people that's always cold, there's plenty of sweatshirts here for you. But if you're looking for t-shirts, not as many as you would like, or not as many as I would like. We have made it through the shops and down the street. Hey, no worries, Steven. No worries. I appreciate you being here, my friend. And we manage when the mods are away. Everybody can't be available all the time. Sometimes I have 5, 6 mods at a time. Sometimes I have 1 mod, sometimes no mods, but it's all good. Oh, the robot. Okay, I'm just scrolling back through the chat here. And Lizak 9596 says that the robot DJ in August Cantina was broken, and so maybe that was one of the major things they need to get fixed. That is the robot DJ, who is actually, the voice of that is actually Paul Rubens, or you might know him as Pee Wee Herman. No problem being a ninja. All right, my friends, it has been fun. I think we've been live streaming about 4 hours. Let's say it's 2 o'clock. We started about 9:45, so maybe a little bit more than 4 hours. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I want to give a special shout out and special thanks to Stephen Kenyon and anybody else, any other mods that were here today helping out. Thank you so much. And I want to thank all of you who subscribed today to get us over 4,200 subscribers. And thank you to all of the subscribers and all you Ninja Watchers. Start thinking about subscribing in the future. I'm going to get home now early today so that I can watch the Oscars red carpet show and then the Oscars tonight. This has been Indiana Holmes from Disneyland. Love to you all. Bye-bye, guys.